At Home with Lucas here. So today we're going to be talking about a pair of kids' headphones. It's actually these headphones right here. They have light up ears. They have light ups on the side right here, and this side obviously over here. They also have a built-in microphone. They have a built-in radio. Yes, people, you're going to be able to listen to the radio on your headphones. They also have an SD card slot. So you put a micro SD card or a TF card right into it. You press the multifunction button and it'll start playing your music that's on your headphones or a podcast or whatever audio you put on there. That is super awesome. Also, of course, they're going to pair up with your iPhone and your Android and your tablets and all that cool stuff. So in this video, we're doing a hands-on with the headphones, quick first impressions. After that, I'm going to be putting these bad boys to the at-home Lucas test to figure out, are they something that you should buy for your kids or something you should skip altogether? I'm here for you, so not to waste your time buying and returning. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it.
All right, let's take a closer look at this bad boy right quick. So this is colorful light up at the top right. I'm guessing that's where the light is going to emit from, which is really cool. There's an image of what's to come in the box. Definitely going to have some light coming out of there as well. All right, so this is wireless headset. This is CAT. This is the OH-51 multi-purpose game headset. That's what's up, people. Yes, of course, LED. Ooh, there's an SD card slot, a TF card slot. That's awesome. All right. Wow, the speakers are 40mm drivers. That is awesome. That's what you want to see. That means you're possibly going to get some good quality pumping out of here. All right, charge time is really slow, 2.5 hours. Wow, that is crazy slow. The lithium ion battery is 400 milliamp. I like how they have a little handle on it, like you just bought a gift bag or something, or you just got a gift bag. All right, let's get inside this box, people. Okay, the first thing you see is, oh no, this is micro USB. Boo! All right, that is super annoying, but whatever. And then you have an AUX to AUX right there. Okay, so let's take a look at these bad boys right quick. So right off the bat, I don't know, these seem too wide. It seems very short and wide. That is very interesting. Of course, won't know until I get these on my kid's head. But let's go ahead and walk around this. So it's made out of some really tough plastic. That's the best way to describe it. It's a little bit on the cheap side, but it's definitely made out of some plastic that I don't think kids are going to be able to break. Of course, my 4.5-year-old will put these to the test. He is a stress tester for sure. And if these are weak, he's going to break them because that's what he does best. Okay, here is the SD card slot or TF slot. There's the micro USB charging port. There's the headphone jack right there. That looks like a little microphone or noise canceling or something. And then there is another little hole right there, possibly a microphone. All right, so on this side, you have all the different controls. Okay, so you have your power, you have your volume up, you have your volume down. This is also a skip forward and backward. You have your MP3, I'm guessing that's a multi-function button, and then it looks like you have a phone right there for phone calls. These buttons are definitely clicky, and I kind of like the way that they are shaped. They're shaped kind of nice, and they really feel like something that your kid is going to be able to find and only push one of them. So they're kind of spaced and they kind of taper down, which is really nice. I like that a lot. On this side over here, I'm guessing there's absolutely nothing. Yes, absolutely nothing. The pads on here are a little bit on the weak side. I kind of wish they were a little bit more poofy. I mean, these are going on kids' ears. But I do like that they're ovals. That's really cool right off the bat. I like that. All right, let's expand this down. Okay, so when you expand it down, it looks a little bit more like it's gonna fit. So when you expand it down, it looks like it's gonna fit a normal size head. It's still wide though. This is crazy wide, but yeah, that's how it looks when it's expanded down. Let's give it the stress test. Let's see if anything happens up here. I'm gonna stretch this all the way out. Okay, wow. That is holding really solid. Okay, let's check the bottom down here. That is holding really well. I'm impressed with that. That's what kids do though. They're gonna put these things on and they're gonna stretch them all over the place. Let's check this area over here. Okay, so that's looking like it could be the weak point right there. When I stretch this out, you can see it's starting to get a little bit weird, but it's holding solid. And it has a really good click. If you listen, it almost sounds like it's breaking, but that's really a good sound because it's really holding and then it clicks back out. And that's just the hard, solid plastic in here. Okay, let's see if we can't get this thing to power on. There we go. It powered on very easily. Oh, it's already going off the music in the background. Wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, let's check the ears. Okay, so first impressions, these seem decent. They definitely are made out of some plastic that's more durable and less fashionable, but it's definitely piano black, really glossy. And the ears up here, let's see, can you turn them? No. Ears up here feel like they may be the weak point. Kids may get on these and start to try to turn them or try to mess with them. So this could be the weak point right up here. But like I said, my kid's gonna put these to the stress test for sure. But yeah, first impressions, decent material. I'll of course put these on my head to see how good the sound quality is. All right, this is my little boy. He's just past 4, almost 4.5, and he took to these like a duck to water. They fit his head perfectly. I was actually amazed. He didn't have to adjust them at all. They cupped right over his ears and loved the oval. He had no complaints at all. He was all ready to listen to his shows. Okay, just got these headphones paired up to my Samsung 75-inch TV right there. My boy is down here listening away to his favorite show. There we go, buddy. So the pairing process was super simple. Really liked it. And then I was able to turn the volume down so they're not gonna blow his ears out, which is nice. Okay, what do you think about the new color, Alden? Are those cool? You got them backwards. Turn them around. There's my daughter with the other ones on. Yeah, he's got them backwards, but he doesn't care. These things are definitely portable, easy to take on an airplane or go for a long car ride. Definitely something that your kid's gonna enjoy putting on. My kid absolutely fell in love with these things. Let's take a minute to talk about the light show that comes off of these headphones. Really cool. They do a good job of not blinking the same way, if you will. They always seem to mix it up a little bit, so it's something that never gets really boring. It's a really great looking set of colors. It's definitely RGB though, so definitely take note of that. Okay, let's take a minute and talk about the TF card slot, or the micro SD card slot as I call it. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to load up your songs or your podcast or whatever you want your kid to listen to onto a SD card. You could do that through your phone with an adapter, or you can do that through a tablet with an adapter, or you can do that on your computer if you have one. So you just have to make sure you have an MP3 file, and then you basically just take this guy right here. It only fits into this slot one way. So if you push it in and it doesn't go immediately like that, then that means you have it backwards. You just flip it around, push it back in, and it'll go in and it'll lock in place. You'll hear a little click. Okay, and then you just push it again and it's spring loaded, so it'll pop right out, and then you're able to grab it. They did a really good job of making sure that the SD card sticks out a little bit for kids. So kids are going to be definitely needing more of the SD card to grab like that. Okay, just got these things paired up to my iPod right here. Of We're going to be doing some simple music listening with these headphones, just testing them for sound quality. Okay, they definitely pack a good amount of quality into these drivers. Definitely not premium by any means, but I would say I'm going to give it a 1 thumb up out of 2 thumbs. So sound quality was good. The immersion was good. Definitely loud enough, way too loud. They got a little bit annoying on the ear after a while. The padding is not as much as I would have liked, but yeah, 1 thumb up, not 2. Okay, I just discovered that this has a radio built into it. It has an antenna in here to pick up FM radio. You basically press the MP3 button here. It'll cycle through radio, MP3, and Bluetooth, which is absolutely amazing. That is bananas. So your kid potentially could just be listening to the radio on their headphones, and you actually cycle through by pressing this button here, and it'll cycle through, and then the moment it finds the station, you have to press it to stop it from cycling. So you press it, and there you go. It's on this station now. You press it again, it's going to start cycling through. That is so crazy.
Okay, all the audio you're hearing is actually coming from these headphones themselves. This is going to give you a good understanding for e-learning and other kind of online calls, or if you're doing something like Zoom, or maybe you're streaming and you want to record audio while you're streaming. This will give you a good understanding of how that's going to sound. So like I did in the intro, the sound quality was okay. It wasn't the best, but it did its job and you could hear me. So this will give you a good understanding. All of this also is being recorded through Zoom. So I recorded this Zoom call, and that's going to give you a good understanding of how the microphones and everything's going to work when you're doing a streaming situation.
Okay, I've been using these things for long enough that I think I have a full comprehensive review, and let's just start off with the build quality. So the build quality is decent. They're definitely flexible. My kid has literally had these things stretched out in any way that you could pretty much imagine. The only thing I will warn you about right off the bat is do not let them twist this. This actually has crucial wires in it. It has the radio antenna. It has the ear cup wire. So if this breaks, the wire inside of there, you're going to lose an ear cup. So these are very crucial, and if your kid does pop it off and you see that the wires are exposed, I would just push the wires back down in and put a little bit of super glue and snap it back into place, because once mine on the black pair broke or got loose, it would just pop off really easily. So that's the only weak point of these headphones. Hopefully they can update that in the future. The button pressing is, like I've been saying, super easy, super simple. I do wish though that they would make this translucent on the back as well. Sometimes my kid would put this on backwards and this would be facing you, and you're like, okay, I can only see the back part. And for certain things with kids, they're not going to care if it's right or left or right. It's not going to bother them that much. But visually, you're like, okay, it definitely looks like they have it on backwards, and everyone's going to know they're wearing it backwards, even though it doesn't really matter. So I think if they just made this translucent as well, that would be cool. I mean, they're obviously probably trying to teach your kid, like, this is the back and this is the front, so I get it. Battery life is absolutely amazing, truly phenomenal. My kid has had this thing paired up with our Samsung 4K TV for days and days and days and days and days, and it just is not bad at all. SD card slot is awesome. Love the ability to just pump in music. The charging is not as bad as I thought. The headphone jack works perfectly, so if you do run out of batteries, you can just plug this straight into your device, assuming you have a tablet that has a headphone jack still. But yeah, so you can easily do that. I guess if your kid needed to make a video call or something, then they could at least talk and you could hear them, so that's cool. But yeah, so all in all, I'm going to say that these are amazing for the price. So if you're looking at these as $20 headphones, then these are a steal. I kid you not. But if you're looking at something that's quality, something that's going to give you everything that you want out of a kid headphones, I'm going to say maybe skip these and go with something else. You're of course going to have to go up the price bracket. So you're going to go from 20 to 30 to 60 to 100 as you go up the price bracket to get a better and better pair of headphones for your kids. But if you have kids that are, under 6 years old, 4 to 6, I would say, they're not going to notice that the sound quality is not the best. They're not going to notice that the build quality is not the best. They're not going to notice that the cushions on here are just not the most cushy, and the fit and finish on these things is a little bit wonky in places. So I would say between the age of 3 and 6, you're going to be good to go. The fact that they have the ability to do Bluetooth, SD card, and radio is actually really, really cool. I like that a lot. So if you're a parent and you're like, oh, I'm going to use these with my kids, and you just want to listen to the radio during the day, you may pop these on your head and start using them. They'll fit any head size. They really will. From big head to tiny head, this is going to go on and it's going to work. Now, are they going to be the most comfortable? No. For me personally, these were very uncomfortable because my head is larger than a child's. So for kids, like I said, they're not going to notice that these things are not comfortable. They're going to plop them on their head and they're going to be like, wow, these are great to go and listen to my shows and whatnot for half an hour, and then take them off and go out and exercise and run around. The ability to fold down, the ears don't do any folding, so it's going to be a little bit bigger than a normal pair of headphones just because of the ears, but nonetheless, they definitely did their job. I'm going to give them a 4-star rating, 4 out of 5. I usually would give it a higher rating, but because these are kid headphones, I'm a little bit picky about my kid headphones, and I'm going to give these a little bit lower star rating, but for the price, they're amazing. Like, you can't beat these. Like, that's absolutely amazing that they're this cheap and yet still have some decent things about them. So recommend it to everyone out there that knows what they're buying. Buy it.
All right, there you go. That's the kids headphone review. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely click and crack that like button. And if you want to join the Animal Movers family and you want to be a part of this crew, hit that subscribe button. Every time I get a subscriber, I get a boost to make more and more videos. And it's because of you guys, I surpassed 6K. Yes, people, on my way to 7K, but I need your help. Yes, you right there. Tell your friends, tell your family. This guy's on YouTube. They should go subscribe and watch my channel. But as always, I thank you for watching each and every one of my videos, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.